Welcome to the lesson that will demonstrate how to put your film techniques presentation together in Animoto. If you're watching this video, you have completed steps 1 through 7 on the Animoto Film Techniques document that should be found in Google Classroom. So go ahead and go to Animoto.com. Go ahead and log in. You should have an account already. When Animoto loads, choose Create. I'm going to choose Slideshow. And I like to choose all under the Browse by Category. And go ahead and look at some of these. If you choose Premium, you would have to pay for those. So unless you plan on paying money, avoid the Premium. I'm going to choose Inkwell, which is one of my favorites. So I will choose Create Video. If you are new to Animoto, it's going to ask you to go through a tour. Skip the tour if that happens. You can go ahead and choose your song, because your presentation will be as long as whatever song you choose. Now you don't have to make it last the entire length of the song, but you can change the song by clicking on Change Song. If you were to upload your own song, keep in mind that you could be breaking copyright laws. So I'm going to browse the full library to find my song. I located a song, so I will choose Select Song in the upper right corner. I'm now going to start setting up my presentation. So I will choose the plus sign, I will choose the T to add my title, and I will call it Film Techniques, and then I will put my name by Chris, and choose Save. As you can see, this is my folder with all the techniques, and I've already renamed them by their technique. I want to point out that cutaway will be 3. So there's cutaway 1, cutaway 2, and cutaway 3. The other technique that will have more than one shot is the cut in. I have cut in 1 and cut in 2. And then I also have the reverse. So I call it reverse 1, reverse 2, and reverse 3. So keep that in mind as you name your video. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the bird's eye view. If you forgot the techniques and you forgot to rename them, you need to stop the video and do that now to stay organized. So you might need to revisit this plan before you start naming your videos. So I'm going to start with bird's eye view. So I'll click on the plus sign and I will type in bird's eye view. I will click Save. I will then click on the plus sign and choose the Add Photo or Video option. I will choose Upload and locate that folder. And there's my bird's eye view. It may take a while to upload to Animoto. When you edit the video, you double click on it. Make sure you choose the sound icon to mute the audio because you don't want to hear the voices. And if I click play, you can see what will be played in the presentation. You get 10 seconds. So if you wanted fewer than 10 seconds for that, you would just click and drag. You can move it along and then play it to see if that's what you want. That might be a bit long. 5 seconds might be a decent amount of time. So I'll bring it down to 5 seconds. I'll move it to where I want it, and then I will click Save. Since it takes so long to upload the video, you might want to upload your video all at once, and then you have the option to work on this at home if you so choose. So I'm going to click on the plus sign, and I will add my labels later. I will choose the upload again, and I'm going to select the video close-up. I already have bird's eye, and since I want all these videos in between, I will hold the shift key to grab that last video, and I will choose Open. And it should take quite a bit of time to load. So while your videos are loading, go ahead and add your titles. So I've added all my titles, and I'm still waiting for the videos to load. So I can actually go in and start editing these videos by double-clicking, muting, and playing to see what I want to keep. Again, you can always trim it down so you don't have so much time on it, and click Save. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that. Notice the triangle in the upper left corner. They're saying that it's probably going to be too blurry. That's a risk you're going to take, and you have to decide if you want to retake it or keep it. So I'm going to mute it and I'm going to play it. And I'm going to trim it back. That's too long. And I'll save it. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that. It's not too bad. And I'll be right back. I have 17 techniques being represented on my presentation. You only need 12, so do keep that in mind. I'm going to start dragging the title next to the technique. So I'm going to drag close up before this video because that is close up. This one right here, I don't have a title. I just call it creative because I used the tripod in a creative way. I'll go ahead and show that to you again. I actually don't know the name for that. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the title and type creative shot. I will drag it before that video. And the next one is actually a cutaway. So I'll drag up cutaway. Remember, that's the first shot, it cuts away to another shot, and then it goes back. This one you might have to actually watch it to see what it is. This is cut in, because I cut in to this video right here. So I'm going to continue putting the title before the technique. So it turns out I don't want to keep this video here, so I'm going to delete it. I can select it and click the delete key of the keyboard. And it turns out I need a medium shot. But because I have more than 12 techniques, I can delete medium shot, or I can go retake the medium shot if there's time. So I went and took a reshot, so I will upload that video. And while that's loading, I'm going to click on the text and have a special thanks, and then I'll put to MRMS students and staff. I'll go ahead and edit that video and trim it down. I don't need a total of 5 seconds. Play it, make sure I'm happy, and once I'm happy, I'll save. Do make sure that you save occasionally in the upper right corner. I will now click preview to see if I've made any errors. If you watch it and it's flawless, choose produce. If you need to keep editing, choose continue editing. I'm going to produce because I'm happy with the results. Go ahead and fill this in. If you want to change the cover image, you can click on that and choose a different image to represent your presentation. And then choose use this image. You can now choose finish. You can choose download, and the video is still finalizing, so it's not an option to download it at this time. So while you're waiting, you can go to NitroType and practice your typing. But do come back so you can download the video before class ends. Once this pops up, choose MP4. Choose Save File, click OK. Depending which browser you're using, you might have to get to the video in a different location. I want to point out that I was actually putting together my presentation using Firefox, and when I went to download the video, it would not download. So then I went to Chrome, went to my video, and I chose download. I'm now going to go to the folder by clicking on the arrow in the bottom left corner and choose Show in Folder. And lo and behold, you can see that it downloaded using Chrome. Notice one below that says 0 kilobytes. Notice it did not download. So do keep that in mind. You might have to switch browsers. So I'm going to right click and rename the one that downloaded by my first name. I'll call it Chris Film. I'm now going to go ahead and copy that and put it into the public drive. This concludes the session on how to put your presentation together in Animoto. Until next time, you have a wonderful day.